Good evening, people. Today we're taking a look at the Neca Ultimate 2009 remake Jason Voorhees. You can get this guy at Target for around $30. You know, state taxes depending on how much you have to pay afterwards, but you know, it is what it is. So as you can see, Jason is looking pretty nice with his little bag hat here, or bag mask I should say, not hat. Cuts a pretty good size at around 7.5 inches. Pretty tall figure, I must say. Got lovely detail on the shirt in here. It's all dirtied and yellowed, and it's got holes and stuff in it. To match that detail, you got the jacket here, which is nice and torn up. Same with his pant sleeves. Put those in the light. Very nice. And his knees here, as you can see, they're kind of showing through his pants right there. Very well detailed mask he's got on. Very limited range in his articulation with his mask, though. I must say it's a little disappointing, but hey, it's an alternate head. It's not the only one that you get, so that's good. Let's see. Let's go through the articulation. You can kick out that far, kick back that far. Single bend at the knee, gets to about 90. He has a ankle pivot, limited, but it's there. You know, if you heat it up a bit and you work with it, you know, it'll work better. He also has some boot swivel. These feet kick out and kick up a little bit. Single bend at the elbow, gets to 90. Wrists are on a hinge and peg, so they rotate and bend, which is very nice. He has a rotation at the waist and a waist bend. Just gotta work it a little bit. Thigh rotation, legs can kick out like that. Really, really good stuff, I must say. Now let's go over to the accessories, which I'll get into right now. First accessory I want to get into is not exactly an accessory, but it is important. Is his other head, which this is how he looks unmasked. Like the detail with the hair and everything. Could have been done a little bit better in the back, as you can see where they pegged it in and everything. It's a little bit messy, but once you get his other mask on, spoilers, it doesn't look too bad. Yeah. Let's go ahead and swap these heads out. Just pop one off and pop the other on. Here's Jason looking quite gruesome. Now let's complete the look and just drop that on him. There we go. That's lovely. That's just nice. You can see the little chevrons and everything are on there. Even has a little metal bit. I'm not sure what it is. The eyes are actually holes, so you can, if you actually look at it right, you can actually see the eyes in there. But I do like the look of it just being like a blank blackness, basically, which is very menacing to me. The extra detail I kind of forgot to talk about is his holster right here for his machete, which these parts are made of a softer plastic, so if you do rotate this part, you could accidentally break it, so I would be very careful about that. You know, just be very aware that that is there and you could damage it. It is, after I said that, it is a very pliable, kind of soft plastic, but I do feel like it is prone to breaking if you do put too much tension on it. But we'll go ahead and slip his machete out of there. You can see it's like buckled and everything onto him. Looks very nice. We'll go ahead and take a look at his machete. As you can see, it is very weathered and stuff. I had to do that myself. It was a very shiny machete, but I went ahead and added some extra detailing and made it look all nice and bloodied and worn and kind of rusty and stuff. I think it makes it pop a bit more, in my opinion. It does fit nicely into his right hand. And you can wield that very nicely. So now we're getting to the other weapons and accessories. There is something I do want to touch upon before we get into all of that, though. Just let me set Jason up right there. With this Jason, you can, if you have the Michael Myers figure that they came out with, the one from the remake, you can take his left hand here, his left gripping hand, and it's the same exact peg system. So what you want to do is just go ahead and remove his open hand right here, and you can see the pegs right there. Should peg in. Might need to fiddle with it a bit, but it pegs in. And what you can do is get them like dual wielding weapons or double handing longer weapons if you have any extra ones. But I did modify the axe that he came with. It was originally about this long, but I made it to where it was like around a good axe length by simply taking some toothpicks, gluing them together, and gluing them to the axe handle here, and painting it up to make it all look like one piece. It is a little kind of slopped at one side, which, you know, whenever you're in the middle of doing something and it keeps falling apart on you, you know, you gotta do what you can do to make it stay. But yeah, as you can see, it's not gonna break apart unless you like really fuck with it. But now you can slip it in to one hand and pop it into the other, and shabams. Now this axe handle I did add just a little bit of blood to it, and that's pretty much all I really did. Not handle, but the head. That's all I really did with the axe here, because the axe, like I said, was very short and kind of disappointing to me. But yes, you can get Jason to double wield weapons or two-hand his axe if you just take the time to modify and mod or whatever. Now we're gonna get into everything else that he actually comes with and everything that is actually correct. First of all, that hand does pop off, and you can pop this extra hand on. And this extra hand is basically just a smaller gripping hand for his right arm. So you can fit his weapons like his ice axe, fiddle with it for a second. That fits in there nicely, very nicely. Not gonna come out at all. It's pretty tight at the base. As a matter of fact, there's one weapon that was so tight in his grip that I had to kind of pry it loose. Ah. Also comes with his little fireplace poker here. Very nice. Very simple. Very simple thing. And lastly, he does come with a screwdriver, which I'm just gonna fit lightly into the tip of the hand, because this is the weapon that got stuck. So just be warned that the smaller weapons can get stuck into the smaller hand if you're not careful. Just get like a little screwdriver and kind of poke it through. As you can see, it has a green handle. I'm not really sure what the tip is supposed to be. I think it's supposed to be a Phillips, but like the molding isn't perfect. Anyways, you can absolutely, without a shadow of a doubt, pick this guy up if you are interested. I'm not going to force anyone to do something that they don't want to do, but I will say this: Neca will not be making any more Jason figures for a while until the legal BS is all settled out. So this is the last, not last Jason. The last Jason that they made was the Freddy versus Jason. But either get him or get this Jason. I highly recommend this one just because they did Jason some due justice in the remake. No matter what you may think about that movie, about Jason's design, which I don't think is really bad at all. After all, I did pick up this figure and I do like it a lot. I will say this though, that hurry up and pick up a Jason figure while you can, while they're still at good prices. Anyways, this has been Dude Gory. This has been my review for the Neca Ultimate Friday the 13th 2009 remake Jason Voorhees. And remember, keep it real.